Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. It's a beautiful Monday morning here at the world headquarters of Marathon Coach. And here we are again. I don't know what episode number it is, but we're somewhere in the 60s. I kind of feel like I'm in my 60s. But here's the deal. I got an email from one of our good friends down in Florida, Mark Cassio. If you've been to our Florida location and you've met our guys in Florida, you know Mark Cassio. And Mark said, Mal, Marathon Mondays, let's do a show on awnings. Well, he's right. We really haven't profiled the awnings. And another thing we haven't profiled is kind of the patio. So here we are in the patio. And a patio party with Marathon would not be complete without Dave Bash.
Oh, no.
So I asked Dave to join us today because, like I said, it wouldn't be a party without Dave Bash. So Dave is here with us. He actually helped set up this morning for this little patio party. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. I can't believe you tricked me into another one of these things.
Just another one. And everyone likes to see Dave on here, and we appreciate all your expertise. And I've got some questions that I'll throw your way a little bit later. But the Marathon patio, or the Prevost chassis Marathon patio, is unlike any other RV patio. This is just an example here at Camp Marathon at our world headquarters in Coburg, kind of how you can set things up. This is a really great pre-owned coach right here that if you're interested in talking about pre-owns, you know to email me at malw@marathoncoach.com or give us a call. We have a lot of pre-owned in right now. We've got a lot of new coaches that are ready and set up. So let's talk about what we're doing today. We're going to go look at the different aspects and we're going to talk with Dave about what customers have customized for their patios. This pre-owned coach is a really good example of technology that you can put in a patio. At night, the patio is beautiful. The awnings are out, the lights on the awnings. You've got the ground lights that light up the bottom down here. You can pull out your TV. You can either put on radio or you can put on TV. You can put on music videos. There's all kinds of different options, but at night, it's beautiful. At 9 in the morning, it's only beautiful because Dave's with us. So before we get started, I want to show you what's next door. Dave, what number is that?
That's Coach 1246.
That's Coach 1246. Now, 1246 has one of the most beautiful paint jobs I've ever seen. Is that 1246? Pete, did you design that paint?
I did.
That is a Pete Sutton design. Just so you guys know, Todd and Mickey and Pete are out here with me this morning, out here with me and Dave, and out here with you. And just wanted you to see that, Coach, because it's a unique paint job and it's beautiful. And Mickey and I were talking last week about how unique we can get with our paint jobs, and that's just a really good example. It's really beautiful. All right, patio. I had Mickey look this up because I didn't know what it meant. So it is an outdoor area, a decored outdoor area. Is that right, Mickey?
Yes.
And it's Italian?
Spanish.
It's Spanish. Tells you what I remember from last Friday. So decorating an outdoor area or a living space outdoor, and this is exactly what it is. So let's take a look. Dave, let's talk about first the bays. Bay number 1 is usually a storage bay. In this H3, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And then the customer that customized this coach initially, they decided to do this fantastic barbecue, refrigerator, and storage setup with matching cabinetry. See, and you open that. Oh, what is that? It's a Perrier peach. Might as well try it now. Oh, not bad. Not good, but not bad. No, just kidding. So, beautiful barbecue. This is just an example of what Marathon can do to the outside of a coach. Now, even if you buy a pre-owned coach, these are customizations that you can do after the fact. Look at the storage down here. You've got very large storage here for barbecuing. In fact, I saw on this side, This one has the mitts for the barbecue down in here. Nice little refrigerator outlet. Of course, this comes out on a slide, and it's got 4 drawers over here for storage. Nice little kitchen setup. A little bit of counter space up top where we've got the pineapple up there. And then over here, you've got your entertainment bay, which is in bay 4 of this coach. This one is set up with cabinetry and a TV. It also has a CD player radio. A lot of people like listening to local sports radio when they are doing a tailgater. And so it's set up in that fashion. And then we just brought out some drinks, just as an example of what you can do. You know, if you're doing it in the morning like we are, maybe we should have done some donuts. Dave's sitting down. I like it. That's what it's all about. So before we move on and the awnings are out, I think Mickey might have a few check-ins for us. So let me move over here. Mickey, how's everyone doing out there that's watching this morning?
Everyone is doing well. You have people sending you both well wishes from all over North America. We do have a couple questions.
Yes.
So the first question is about the X models. Is the stainless clear coat on the X chassis? And with that said, since it's about the X models, can we get a close-up of the special effects and the marbleized silver?
Let's do it, because it really is beautiful. We actually got a chance to look closer. So let's move over here. And that's the beauty of going live. Sometimes we have technical difficulties, and sometimes if someone asks a question on the fly, we can accommodate, and that's what we're doing right now. Let's take a look at this paint.
To answer the question, there is no clear coat on the stainless steel, just the painted areas.
And then while we're looking at this, the next question is, would it be possible to install a gun safe inside the coach bays?
Yes.
Absolutely, and we've done that, right?
We've done that many times.
In fact, not to tell tales out of school, I think we're doing it as we speak.
It's very possible. We've got a coach in here that a customer bought that was specifically built for a guy that does professional skeet shooting.
Professional skeet shooting. He's also a fisherman, so you know, we've done, and Dave can speak better to this because he's been with Marathon a lot longer than I have, but we've done gun safes in the bays. We've done fishing pole racks in the bays. We've done a lot of different accommodations for sportsmen, sportswomen. So it's really something that is kind of, well, we've mentioned it before, like the Disney Imagineers. If you want it done, we don't tell you no, we say yes, and then we figure out how to do it. Yeah. And so that's kind of the customization process that Marathon thinks about, is thinking outside the box. We have a lot of floor plans, but we also have a lot of changes to those floor plans that are possible.
Yeah, there's no limits to what we can put in the coaches. I mean, on an H, the first 2 bays like that are completely open to start with, and customers can put, we have lots of customers that put double deck slide outs in those storage bays because they are high enough to hold a lot of stuff. So yeah, there's no limit to what we can do.
If you're thinking about doing a remodel, you guys, if you're a current coach owner, if you've got an older coach, if you're thinking about ordering a new coach, let me know. Contact us. The thing is, these remodels are really an exciting thing. We're seeing a lot of them. We were out in service looking at the beginnings of a remodel last week, and we're going to check in next week on that remodel. Reimagining and coming up with ideas for what best works for you in your Marathon coach is what Marathon's all about, getting you in something that you're really going to enjoy. Let's head back over here. Yeah, that's a beautiful paint job. I just love that. So with the lighting, let's talk about the lighting first, Dave.
Okay.
So let's refer to just the newer coaches.
Okay.
Okay. So in a new Marathon coach, you're going to have patio lights like this right here.
Except these are the older style halogen lights. The newer style comes with the new LED lights.
But you're going to have a patio light.
Yeah, you'll have
patio lights on your bay doors.
And we're not just limited to these are the stock 3 that we have here. You can put them on every bay door. It's up to the customer what they want.
Okay. Ground lights?
Ground accents, as we call them, you can put them, they're standard on all the new coaches, as well as the
awning lights.
Lights in the awnings.
Now that's a beautiful thing. Many of you, if you go back and look at the episode where it was Mal on the Move down in Indio, California, I believe I shot some video at night showing a coach at Motor Coach Country Club where you could see the awnings were out and the lights were on and the ground accent lights and the patio lights. It's just absolutely beautiful. It creates a really nice, we have a bird in here showing up, just a really nice patio. And that's kind of what we wanted to show you. This is just kind of a quick setup of what you could do here at Camp Marathon while you're here for service. But Dave, let me ask you, you've been with the company a long time. You've done a lot of deliveries. You've done a lot of helping customers with their custom order deliveries. What is some of the more unique things? I mean, we already talked about gun safes. What are some of the more unique features that you have seen people want or install in their storage bays for their patio?
Well, as far as unique, I mean, every customer is different and they want different things. But I've seen everything to just the bays by themselves to full cabinetry in both bays with storage and drawers, and it just depends. We had customers do double deckers so they can put their storage tubs and maybe files in coaches.
Yeah, Bob Chavria engineered something not too long ago. There was a custom order for a customer where a custom order for a customer. That's the name of my new album. Keep it going. Lots of storage in the bays.
There's
that
all
was
kinds
amazing.
of storage available, yeah. And there is a version where there's a table that slides into the corner of this bay along this wall, and it comes out and you can use it. There's no limit to what we can do. There's this air slide. This is let's just mention this coach is a 2008 model.
Yes, this is a 10-year-old Marathon.
Yeah, and so this has got the air slide here on it. We've got the newer coaches have the electric slide motors, or there's manual slide outs where you have to do a latch and move it out by yourself, you know, but there's all kinds of stuff available.
In addition, since you mentioned that this is a 2008 and 10 years old, the entertainment bay has completely changed. Let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
What you're seeing is a really good example of a well-maintained and great style for a 10-year-old Marathon in the entertainment bay. But what we do now is we don't do really the cabinetry. We let the TV take up most of that space, and it comes out on an electric motor and it fans out very similar to the way you see it right here. So this slides in and out.
Here.
Oh, it's locked.
There's a latch right here that locks this in place. One straight, and
Well,
then you slide that back.
There we go. There we go. So as you can see, this fans out with this lock back here. You can unlock it and it can tilt. The new ones are on electric motor, and it also is a much larger TV. And doesn't have, it's got a speaker bar. It doesn't necessarily have.
It's got a sound bar in the TV, and the whole purpose was to get you a bigger TV.
Yes.
So to do away with the cabinet, do it all TV, and a little storage drawer up top. And
Storage behind it a lot of times.
Oh yeah.
Which is really nice.
There's storage behind that one.
It's a good spot for the Marathon Zip D chairs that go behind the TV in the new models. But yeah, so the awnings are a big part of setting the ambiance of the patio. And so when Mark Cassio sent me an email on that, I thought, gosh, we should show the awnings, and we'll probably do a separate show just on the new awnings with the lighting. But this was a good opportunity to bring this good pre-owned coach out here and let everyone see it. This is a great coach. It's got bunks and it's got 2 sleeper sofas. So this is perfect for a family with the barbecue, the outdoor entertainment. A lot of people are a fan. I know it's a simple thing, everybody, but these Marathon Coach embroidered chairs are just great. Dave, when you go camping with your family, what do you like to do?
Well, we do all kinds of things. It depends on where we go, but I like to target practice.
Target practice.
Take a couple rifles and.
We have a lot of customers
Target
that like to do target practice as well, skeet shooting.
Yep.
You know, when
But barbecues, let me mention this. This is an all-electric barbecue, and it's set up. You could put a rotisserie on it, but we have a lot of customers that want a portable barbecue and a gas barbecue. The newer coaches, what we've done a lot of, is just a smaller barbecue that sits on here, held in place with magnets. It just takes that little propane bottle on the side. You can leave it here and barbecue, or you can take it out and put it on a picnic table. It's a very versatile little barbecue setup. So, but this just happens to be all electric. Takes a lot of power, but it works well.
That's great. I really like the patio. If we did this show at night, we'd be able to show you just really how pretty it is, and we specifically kept the TV off so that you guys could hear us. Any other questions, thoughts, or check-ins that we need to mention before we tell everyone to have a good week?
Well, Chris would like you to cook a steak for him.
Let's do it.
And we have Shane from Prevo who says it's amazing what you do with our product.
Shane from Prevo, thank you for checking us out. We really appreciate it. I mean, we've talked about the Prevo chassis and why Marathon has built on the Prevo chassis for decades. There's no doubt. And considering we're here with Dave Bash, there's no one at this company really who has driven he won't tell you, but I will. There's no one that's driven more than Dave. And the safety, I've picked his brain about the comfort and the safety. Dave, what can you say about the Prevo chassis that you haven't already? I mean, it's something else.
Well, it's nicknamed the Million Mile Chassis, but one of the reasons we use it and what makes it easy for us to use is if you will go to the Prevo factory and you see how they're built, every single frame is put on a sled and moved around the plant and at different stages put different things on it. But they're all built exactly the same, which for a production facility like us makes it really easy. We can make our cabinets, there's not a lot of variance between the shells.
Yes.
Like some other manufacturers.
What is it, a zero tolerance, Mickey? Is that what they talk about? It really is comfortable. My first experience of driving, and some of you who've watched have probably heard me mention this, my first time driving was from Beverly Hills back up here to the headquarters in Oregon with Dave, and I was just blown away driving the Prevo chassis. So Shane at Prevo, thanks for watching, and thanks for everything that you guys do at Prevo. It sure is a great platform to build on. Well, quite frankly, it's the best.
That's why we use it.
That's why we use it. Anything else, Mickey, before we enjoy the patio?
Reginald would like to know what year the coach is.
This is 2008.
2008. And it is for sale. So if you're interested, anybody, hit me up, malw@marathoncoach.com. This is a great coach. It's got 2 sleeper sofas. Like I said, it also has bunks, and this coach is set up for the family. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Dave, once again, thank you so much for joining us. I know your schedule is busy. You got PDIs to do. Mm-hmm. We've got a customer coming in that's looking at purchasing a coach this afternoon. Yep. So, you know, what else you got on your agenda that we can tell everybody?
Let's see here. You don't have enough time.
We don't have enough time.
No.
I know he's got some pre-delivery inspections, and that's really a good thing that you've got one of the most experienced guys in the industry, not just with Marathon, but if you're talking a Prevo chassis professional, it would be Dave Bash. He's not going to tell you, but I'm going to pick up that trumpet and play it for him. Everybody, have a good week. Have a good Monday, and contact me if you have any questions, thoughts, and big thanks to Mark Cassio from our Florida location for giving us the idea to highlight the awnings and highlight the patio. Be yourself and do good things. I'm out of here. Thanks, Dave.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
No problem.